First things first is taking the time to be bad, right? Taking the time to suck at something. I think that's very important, especially in music. You want to start off sound like Drake or Party Next Door or your favorite artist. My nigga, how do I tell you? You're gonna suck, my nigga. I know it sucks. And niggas, and I think in that stage, my biggest thing was that I was putting out a lot of music back then. Not a lot, but a little bit. And had I just continued, I would have been a way different spot now. But I stopped to get better. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. But don't be afraid to like keep going too. So that leads me to my next point. Once you get pretty good at music, right? And you know you're good. I'm talking about like this is a bop. When you put this song on, even people who not a fan of this music will like it. That's what it means to be I'm not talking about you like an underground nigga. I'm talking about a nigga who really want to be a music artist for life. When you release a song, right? Even a person who like this not even my type of music, they should like that type of music, right? You need to have at least 30 songs ready to post right after, like boom, boom, back to back to back to back. Because as a music artist, we're living in a time where if a nigga can't understand 2 words in your caption, they're gonna scroll. Their brains are literally cooked. Everybody is stupid. So due to that, you have to speak to them like 3rd graders. So let's say your caption says my rebuttal against somebody. You have to dumb it down to the point like you're talking to a little kid. My answer to the girl. Like you have to be that little. I know it sucks because us as music artists, we want to let people into our world. We want to let people understand us. But this in this day and age, you need to be coming with music quick. A nigga release an album, they're ready for another one tomorrow. So make sure after your first single, let's say you drop a good song in January, you need to have like 3 more singles lined up at least for that month, or 2 singles a month at least. You know what I'm saying? Use and I'm gonna tell you the promo strategy. So what I would do, right? Let's say you got home. Where's my calendar? I'm gonna show y'all exactly what I'm talking about. So look, this is my calendar, right? This is the calendar. So let me go full screen on y'all. Okay, make sure my calendar right. Okay, this is my calendar. I don't know if y'all can see it. Can y'all see it from here? Cause I can't tell. So we gonna scoot over a little bit. Cause I got my mic right here. So if this is your calendar, right? These are all the days in a month. As a music artist, you should be dropping 2 times a month. I would say this is the method that I would use, and it worked for me back in January. So I would release on one of these days on your first week, right? In my opinion, I think a Friday or a Saturday works best because you need a week of promo beforehand and a week of promo after, okay? So I would say, let's say, start your promotion for your single on the 1st. Release it on the 7th. Promote it all the way until the 14th. And then start your promo for your next song on the 15th. And then you do it all over again for the rest of the year. And you're bound to go farther. Get more creative with your promo. I'm dropping a song a week and then an EP at the end of the month because I'm very serious about it and I know I'm good. But if you like, bruh, I don't know how good I am, do that strategy. So you have drop 2 songs in a month, right? Drop 1 song at the beginning of the week. I say a Friday or a Saturday. Promote it all the way up until the end. Release that song on all platforms. And then promote it 1 more week. I promise you, if you're a good artist, it will work. If you know you have a sound that is good, you're going to grow. That's the best way to grow. I'm telling you, you will grow. And I had to learn this myself. Okay? Hold on, let me go back. Sorry, y'all. I'm getting used to clicking in between. I don't really be on the computer like that. And I don't have a webcam either. But that's another thing. Your promo strategy. That is what is super important. These are the big 3. I'm going to put like right here. The big 3. These are super important. Take your time to be bad, your catalog, and your promo strategy. You need to have a lot of songs made. If you are releasing a song that you know is a hit, you need at least 30 more songs that you can smack out at any time. Because like I said, music is becoming kind of like TikTok. It always has been in some way, but niggas are going to want a new song, a new this every day. I keep telling you, TikTok is making niggas dumb. I remember I was doing this thing with Jaden Violet, and he was saying how my captions was too complicated. My nigga, I was talking at like a adult level. But on TikTok, they're not there to think that much. Like their brains are smaller, and they can't like think. They don't want to think when they get on TikTok. They just want to scroll and like be numb, right? So you need something that can snap them out of the trance while they're on TikTok. So Quick words and quick movements help. So if you are a music artist and you have like a music, or you trying to promote your music, maybe have some quick movement going on in your stuff, or have something. Or if you're a streamer, you trying to promote your stuff, have something that's so simple. Like, let's say your caption is, "You won't believe what I said back to her when she said this." Don't say it. Can't be that long. It has to be like on a first grade level. This is what I said back to her when I said this, or even shorter than that. You have to be able to get straight to the point, or they are going to continue to scroll and brain rot somewhere else. And this proves my point to this fact, right? A lot of BS is blowing up. So obviously the problem is not talent. It's not that you lack talent. You lack the ability to adapt to what's working. Let me tell you something. There are thousands of clothing brand owners who maybe are better designers and better inclined, let me use a smaller word, better knowing of clothes than Kai Cenat. However, Kai is smarter than you are because he built the audience first, and then he switched, and any lane he will get in will blow up because it's him. You're so silly. You won't take the time to do content. You won't take the time to do anything, and you'll just be stuck at that same level because you think the clothes or the music speaks for itself. It doesn't. Music is not enough to speak on its own. It needs a story. It needs something to lift it up, right? This is why you have, no offense, but you have Kim Kardashian doing, corn tapes, right? This is why she was doing that early, because you need something to push your image. Some people, some niggas sacrifice their dignity, right? Some niggas sacrifice, whatever. But that's how you get your stuff played. Sexy Red is probably not better than the everyday average underground nigga, right? Ice Spice did not come up through music by being the hardest rapper in the underground. No. She had a platform. She built herself a platform. She had a look that was familiar, that can easily be caught onto, the afro, and it was up from there, okay? So please don't think that your music is going to save your life. You need a whole world. The better you get at something, you will soon realize how many, what's an easy word for it? TikTok to understand. The better you get at getting better at something, right? You want to realize how many more things you will have to do other than that thing you want to do, right? So if you're really good at music, you're going to have to get really good at marketing. You're going to have to get really good at doing interviews. You're going to have to get really good at features. You're going to have to get really good at networking. It's more to it than just putting out a song. If that was the case, I could put out thing for you right now and it pop, but it won't, because it needs a story. It needs cool visuals behind it. It needs everything, which I'm not complaining about. I love music enough to do it. But some niggas, I seen one girl, she was, of course, crying, talking about how she's not, doing where she want to be in music, right? And she's upset. But I'm looking at her page. She has one song out and it's been 6 months. My nigga, how do I tell you? Like, what do you think this is? Who do you think you are? Lady Gaga? Katy Perry? One of these mega superstars who will forever live in time? No. You need to be releasing a song at least once every 2 weeks. At least. If you want to grow. I'm going to do exactly what I'm telling you and watch where I'm at by August. Watch. I'm going to be making $6,000 a month. Not even from the other stuff, from music alone. And I promise you, these videos will still be up. Y'all will be like, dang, how did he do it? What I'm telling you right now. A lot of people had to dip out the stream because it's getting late, and I get that. But I'm telling y'all, I'm going to post this exact video. And when I pop off and I hit 50,000 streams on TikTok, on Spotify, and I'm popping on Apple Music, all that, I'm going to release this video again on YouTube. Y'all be like, dang, he been saying this since February 2nd, 2026 at 9:20 p.m. Eastern Time. This is how you blow up. These are the main big three. The time, and also your image. Your image is very important, okay? How you look, okay, is very, very important. How you want people to view you. And you want to be very sure that how you're viewed. See, how your image should last across spans of albums, right? So even when you switch personas during albums, you have a consistent image, right? Harry Potter has 6 to 5 books. I love Harry Potter. If y'all don't know anything about me, I love Harry Potter. I love reading. So Harry Potter has 5 to 6 books. And it's all different times, different stories, a different feel to the book. But it's still Harry Potter, okay? Do not have 18 different images. We need something to get stuck to. So have a good music image, and I'm going to prove this to y'all when I drop Think For You in my EP at the end of this month and how it's going to ring, especially when the summer hit. When the summer hit, you niggas might as well drop no music. Me and Truly going to have the whole summer. But anyway, that's my point. It's going to work. I'm telling you, it's going to work because your image should last across spans. This is why Drake is so popular. Drake can right now do a rock album and it will still be Drake. Okay? You need to have an image that can last from 2022 to now. And your image should be like a TV show. That's why TV shows are so good. Full Metal Alchemist is not Naruto. Naruto is not DBZ. And I can go on and on and on and on. You feel something when you watch a show, even when there's an arc. Like in anime, what do they call it? The arc. In One Piece, they have like, what, 1 million arcs, because there's 1 million episodes, right? So you got the arcs, the arcs, the arcs. Each arc represents something. You as a, let me write that down. Compare yourself to an anime story for your artist image. Okay? So think of your music as an anime story, right? You have the one, you as an artist, right? Imagine like, okay, Naruto, I'm making a parallel. You as an artist. Naruto is a TV show. Anime, TV show, right? There are a bunch of arcs in Naruto. The Pain arc, right? The Jiraiya thing when he died. What's another popular arc? The Killer Bee, the Sasuke arc, when all that, right? But it's still Naruto. You still need to have a consistent image even when you're doing different stuff within it. And I'm telling you niggas, I'm going to drop an EP at the end of this month. I'm going to drop every week of this month. I'm going to hit 2K streams, and I'm going to hit like at least 300 monthly listeners. And y'all be like, how did he go from 45 to 300? I'm telling you, this is the method. This is how this goes. When the summer hits, me and Truly is going to own we're going to own every radio station. Literally. We're going to be everywhere. We have hits upon hits, literally for the summer. And y'all be like, how did he do it? I thought he was, no. I'm telling you now, this is the blueprint to how to come up as an artist. Consistent release, especially, I'm sick of you niggas, especially if you're independent. If you are an independent artist, you should be releasing once a week. Listen, in a year time, right? From January, you don't got to drop January necessarily, but from January to December, by the end of the year, if you're an independent artist, you need at least 30 singles out, 2 EPs, and an album, nigga. At least. You can't say you want to be an artist, independent, and you have nothing, like little to nothing out. You won't grow. You're going to fail every time. Dang, man, another 0 streams? I'm going to tell y'all a story. Back when I was a trash nigga and I was making music in my old apartment, and I was trying to figure out what my style was, there are different styles, whatever. I wasn't as trash as you niggas are, but I was kind of trash, right? And I released a song called Woman and Beyonce, and I was rapping crazy. I had 0 streams for like 4 weeks. Dead serious, 0 streams. I'm like, huh? What happened? Like, it's a good song. Y'all, no promo. Dropped it out of nowhere. Like, nigga, who do you think you are? You're not that guy. Not because you suck, but we don't even know you. Right? It's kind of like, let's say you like a girl and you're trying to get buns, right? And you like, let me get the buns. You walk up to her. She's gonna file you for sexual harassment and you're going to jail. Okay? She does not know you, nigga. She don't know you. She's going to be disgusted by you. You need to get to know her first, right? Not saying the bun should be the only option, but I'm saying you got to get to know her. Talk to her. Understand her. She understand you. And maybe, right? You can get the buns later. But it's a process. You can't just be walking up to the baddies and asking them for buns, my nigga. You're gonna be deemed a weirdo, and you're gonna get clipped if you're on Twitch. You're gonna be deemed a weirdo, okay? You're gonna get the Shay Frost treatment. No offense to Shay Frost, I love you, okay? So don't be that nigga. You do not want to be that nigga to get that treatment and you be named the weirdo. That same process, that same thought process, okay? It's the same with music. You can't be walking up to niggas and be like, listen to my album. Whoa, nigga, relax. Who are you? And another thing too, y'all. The reason I'm telling you to drop these singles because it builds a fan base. So even if a nigga like, who is this nigga? And he punched you like this, and he pointed at your chin like this. When he go to your page and he see you got 5,000 monthly listeners, now we're talking. Now he gonna be like, okay, wait a minute. This nigga moving a little bit. Let me at least click on a song to see what this nigga's doing. Compared to a nigga like me who got 40 monthly. Like, I can't drop an album right now. Because they're gonna be like, even though I grew, right? I had the most in a month, but it's not enough for us to glaze you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, see how I glaze Drake because he's the best artist of all time. You gotta earn the glaze, okay? You gotta earn the glaze. Right now, no woman is going to go see a concert with me and Truly right now. But when the summer hit, don't listen to that. That's my lady. She gonna support regardless. But I'm talking about in general. Like, probably be 2 people there, mostly. But when the summer hit and it's rollout hitting and everything going together, you're gonna see a bunch of people at the show. Y'all be like, what did he do different? The rollout. You gotta compare yourself in different facades. Why should people care about this song? Why should people care about this EP? If they click on your page and they see 40 monthly listeners, they're going to click right off. They're going to be like, whoa, nigga. Some niggas won't. Some niggas like niche niggas. That's how I'm growing. But if you dropping singles, they'll stay. But if you dropping EPs and albums like every month with no singles, you're a crazy madman. You need to have a bunch of singles, EPs every 2 to 3 months if you being like a little, and then an album at the end of the year if you want to play it safe. Okay? So, my next point is timing. Okay? Timing. Make sure you time this stuff up. Okay? Do not drop 5 singles in a week. How do I tell you, gang? You're a loser. You can't be dropping 5 singles in a week. You gotta give people a chance to, like, massage your music. See what I'm saying? So, 2 songs a month is cool. Drop a song, promo it for 2 weeks, a week before, a week after, song again, boom. Make sure your timing on your music is good. Even if you like, dang, this song sucked. Like, look at, like, let's say you drop a song and it only gets like 400 streams. That's pretty good if you're dropping a song, right? Because you're an indie artist and it's your second song. Make sure the next one surpasses it somehow. Make your visuals more interesting. Put some money behind yourself. You know, pay for, listen, never pay for a feature in your life. But pay for something from somebody, right? And the only way you pay for a feature if it's going to bring you somewhere. And that's another thing. Dear writing. Let me put that down. You niggas gotta stop doing this, okay? Listen. A poppin' nigga in the underground who has some good music is not gonna get you where you wanna be. Just because you did writing for a feature. Let me put that down. For a feature. Just because you got a feature with this nigga is not gonna make you the next tenor, okay? Yeah, you gotta relax. Your head's big, boy, okay? You need to have when you are signing up for a feature with an artist, you need to have your own thing going on at the same time. This is how Lil Baby popped off. When he had that feature with Drake, he had a whole bunch of music come right after. So it's like, all right, Drake was just a moment. No, not saying Drake is like not a real nigga or something. Drake is the best artist of all time. But it's like, make sure your feature is just a moment of you. Don't let it be like, this is the feature that's going to save my life. Because after that, it's back to Drake and less you. See what I'm saying? So, even when Lil Durk did his feature with Drake on Laugh Now, Cry Later, you already knew he had an album coming out. You already knew he going to promote India, his girl stuff. You know that's coming. So, have your own thing working even if you get these nice features. I'm seeing niggas pay for features, $600, $700 from underground artists, Jason them. I'm not saying that's bad. It depends on what you want to do. Right now, it wouldn't fit. I think if as an upcoming artist, if you have less than 10 songs out under 1,000 streams, you shouldn't be getting no features from nobody. Hey, I'm just being honest. If you have 10 songs out under 1,000 streams, you shouldn't be getting features from nobody. Unless, okay, let me rephrase that. From somebody you have to pay or is prominent. Work on your craft first. Because what's going to happen is, here's the worst thing, y'all. You get a feature from that nigga and you boo-boo on it. So then niggas going to be like, this nigga, I'm never listening to this nigga again. He suck. But if you good and you worked on your craft and your songs get 1,000 streams, 3,000 streams, 20,000 streams, and niggas getting on your page and they listen to you too, and then you do this feature with, Bunny or whoever, because I got a lot of features I want to do with people. But I'm not going to hit these niggas up yet, because I'm nice, don't get me wrong. I'm better than a lot of you niggas, like, not even lying. But I got to grow still. I got to have some clout. Or, I hate the word clout, fame. That's what I'm aiming for, fame. Clout is come and goes. You gotta have some fame about yourself. So when a nigga finds you, they go, ooh, dang, 30,000 monthly listeners. He got 50,000 streams. Let me listen to his music. Oh, this nigga's good. Let me jump on the background. Let me ride the dick. That's okay. Y'all getting it? You get it? This is how this works. Ice Spice, in my opinion, is actually a talented rapper. I do mess with Ice Spice. I'm not gonna lie. But remember, Ice Spice did not only come about being a rapper. Okay, she was a baddie first, right? She got the hair. The hair is noticeable, right? She combined it together. She knew some people, and then she pops off. Sexy Red, she had, the sex tape, right? The corn tape, okay? That pushed her a little higher. And then she, slept around for sure. And then she had some music that was very catchy. And then boom. You need something. A gimmick. You need a gimmick, okay? You need a gimmick. Something that make people go, yeah, that seems like Winners. That seems like wherever your artist name is. Even if they don't know you, you gotta make your fans feel like they know you some way. Okay? People are not driving 4 hours out and buying tickets with money they barely got last week because they think you cool. They feel like they know the artist. Own the artist. They must feel like you know what you must feel like to your fans? An action figure. Write that down. Y'all niggas, I'm teaching y'all niggas. Look. And when it works for me, I'm gonna show y'all this exact thing I'm telling y'all. You must feel like Superman to your fans. Like, you know how niggas see Batman, right? He almost is like, he's unreal. You as a artist must feel unreal to niggas. Your music must sound unreal, and you must look unreal. You must be like, dang, this nigga don't even... I remember one time, this nigga Frank Ocean was at a basketball game. This was back when he was like, not an alien. And he sat down, he was eating fries. A nigga in the comments said, I didn't even know Frank Ocean ate fries. You see how crazy that is? They're forgetting the nigga's human. You had to have your fans like that. When they see a picture of you, they must be creaming everywhere. Yo, pause. Yo. I didn't mean to say that, but it's the truth. It's the truth, okay? Your fans must feel as if you are the closest thing to like an angel. I know, it's crazy, but that's how you get a cult fan base. This is why, no, I'm not saying I'm not on anybody's side, but this is why Nicki Minaj can follow Trump and still have fans. That's why. She's built a cult. Beyonce has built a cult. Jay-Z cult. Drake cult. Even some underground artists. Nine Vicious cult. He has a cult fan base. Bunny cult fan base. So even if this nigga was to come out and smack the taste out of a 6-year-old, smack that little nigga, there'll be niggas in the comments like, what the baby do to Bunny? I'm telling you, I'm not joking. There will be in the comments like, what did the baby do to Bunny? She must have done something to make Bunny mad. If I was there, I would have smacked her too. That's how they gonna ride for you. But you gotta give them something. Something. You must be like an action figure. See, here's the thing, y'all. It's my last point. Look up to you. Your fans want to feel like they're looking up to something that's hard to reach. Relatability is cool in some ways, but we can't be relatable everywhere. I must feel like, dang, look at this nigga. Look at he's real when you meet him. You see him in person. Dang, he real. I'm going to prove this to you. DDG, right? DDG, in my opinion, is one of my favorite streamers. I like a lot of his music. There was this girl that sat down at the table with DDG, or did she sit down with him? I don't remember. Instead of her pressing him, right? She get online like, ooh, girl, DDG just walked in, whatever, he lame, posted it. But didn't say nothing to DDG. There's what's the word I'm looking for? A separation. You see what I'm saying? There was something there that made her not press the nigga in person. See what I'm saying? He's built a action figure of himself to the point where he looks big. He's in the culture. So if you were to say something to him, you look so small. You're not getting no motion for real. You're getting a little money, but you ain't getting DDG money. You're getting a little motion, but you ain't getting DDG motion. That's what an artist should feel like to somebody. Even streamers should feel that way. Yeah, nigga, you getting some money, but is you getting, Drake money? See what I'm saying? Yeah, you getting some. Yeah, you got some fans, but you got BTS fans. Did you know out of the top 20 hits in K-pop, BTS is 13 of them? Why do you see what I'm saying? You gotta earn people's approval to look at you. Like, I seen one girl, she was in the the meet and greets with BTS. She said, I'm scared to even look at these niggas. Do you understand how deep that is? These niggas eat and breathe like we do, but they don't at the same time. Their talent got her scared to look at the nigga. I gotta get a soundboard. I'm gonna make the noise myself. Boom. She said, I'm scared to look at BTS because it's something their aura. It's one thing if it was one nigga. There's 7 of these niggas. And you feel that way about all 7? See what I'm saying? action figure, bigger than life. And you can do this while streaming. Even David, I know it's a lot of stuff going on with David, but he had a bigger than life type of thing going on. Like he had this like, although he was streaming, he had this like it's David, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have this big, this I look down upon you type of thing. Don't have it in a way where it's like condescending, but have it in a way where it's like, you understand and I understand why you're here right now. You understand that I'm extremely talented, sexy, petite or cute, depending on what you look like. And you are an admirer of my work. And I must act that way. See what I'm saying? Think about how hard it is to touch BTS. A nigga gonna grab your face. The security gonna grab your face and push you in the crowd, nigga. I dare you try to reach out and grab RM Chin. Nigga gonna grab your face and push you into the crowd, nigga. Straight up. I dare you try to grab that nigga Drake. Nigga, you might get killed by a random nigga. Nigga gonna shoot you just because you try to touch Drake. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you're building a platform, right? And like I said, it don't happen in a day. But when August hit and you're like, how did he do it? I'm telling you it right now. I'm gonna do this every day. And then one day I'm gonna pop and I'm gonna stop doing it. I'm just gonna release all of this. This is how you grow. You must feel bigger than life itself to these niggas. You must. And in my opinion, BTS is kind of humble for real. You ask me. They really don't be popping themselves. They don't talk about big cars and nothing like that. Some do. The niggas J-Hope kind of do. But the other niggas don't. And they still huge. They come to America, still all the fans go back to Korea. Nigga, what? Like, I remember the first time these niggas came to America, they almost shut the thing down. You know they won every trophy that night? I don't think America won a trophy that night they came here. See what I'm saying? Own the space. Own your space. Marketing is nothing but that. If this is you and this is your fan, you must figure out how can I reach my fan and like suffocate them to the point where they feel as if they can't go nowhere. This is why if you know if this is why a nigga like R. Kelly can pee on people and still have fans listen to him to this day. That's how you grow. It ain't right, but nobody gonna fix it. So if it ain't broke, who gonna fix it? This is how you get money. This is how you get fans fast. And I'm telling y'all this right now. I tried it last month, just a little bit. Just like nonchalant, like in the snow type thing, and it worked immediately. I said, oh, you niggas want somebody to look at. Okay, let's give it to them. Because keep in mind, y'all, not everybody on social media is an influencer like we are. Streamers, grinding, right? Not everybody is an influencer. People want to be entertained. You have to give them something to look at.
Like baddies.
Oof. Let me write that down. I'm gonna call it the Baddie Method TV show. For example, a lot of people who watch baddies will probably never go on baddies. That's the thing. They'll probably never do it. But it's entertaining to watch women scream at each other and beat each other up over nothing. Mind you, they've been doing the same stuff for years. But it worked every season. Another show, the Balloon Pop Game. That is the most brain rot stuff on the planet Earth. Seeing if another person like another person. But the problem is, people are nosy. People want to know if you like them. So what they gonna do? Arlette capitalize off of it. I'm gonna make a show about it. Next thing you know, she in there. I've never seen Arlette hair not done. Have y'all? Exactly. That's paying good money. Yeah, I think even Netflix bought the show. There's even a UK version. A UK Arlette. This is what I mean. People want to be entertained. Don't think everybody on the internet want to be is stopping like, oh, I'm an influencer, y'all. I want to be music. No, they're looking for another BTS. You may not believe me. Why do you think Stray Kids is doing so well? They want another Drake in some way. This is why when people find new music artists, they're like, ooh, oh yeah, somebody else for me to look up to, somebody else for me to add to my playlist, and you got to be ready for that moment. And I'm telling y'all niggas. You know what? I'm going to clip this and I'm going to post this. Listen, y'all. It's February right now. March, April, May, June, July, August. 6 months time. I'm going to have 50,000 monthly listeners. Over 100,000 streams. I'm going to be popping on all platforms. You're not going to be able to not see my face. Especially in music. And y'all going to be like, Where did he come from? This. And once I make it, I'm not doing none of these again. So get the method while you're here. I'm gonna just put it all out and it's gonna be here. I'm telling y'all, this is the method. You got to be willing to. Let me sure y'all can hear me too. All right, you got to be willing to put things out, trust that it's good, and that's all she wrote from there. Okay, I will be back tomorrow. Trust, I will be. We're going to be talking about. We're going to be doing some more beats. I'm gonna figure out how to download this on my computer because it's stuffed and this computer can't take no more. And then we're gonna go to the next thing. But I'm telling y'all, as my name is Winners with a V, I'm telling you, I am the next coming of like Party Next Door. I promise you. I'm the underground Party Next Door for now until I make it mainstream. Y'all gonna see me everywhere. Y'all gonna be like, dang, this nigga like he came up from nowhere. Y'all gonna have months and months of videos of me just grinding. And I'm also gonna be popping on Twitch too. Not because I care for it, but why not? You know, I'm the type of nigga where it's like if I start something, I gotta be one of the best at it, you know? So I'll just say I'm top 10 on Twitch at that time. But I'm definitely gonna be popping in music. Like, I'm gonna be really popping. I'm like, this nigga in everybody's song. Who is this truly nigga? I know. Y'all gonna be shocked. I'm telling you right now. So when it does work, y'all gonna be like, dang, how do you do it? I'm gonna point y'all to this. This is called The Guide to Being a Music Artist in 2026. And a lot of you lazy niggas, you're not gonna see this until 2027. So it's gonna be the same way in 2027. All the points I made, and like I said, I'm not writing down these points. You gotta come to these videos to hear me talk about it. And I'm gonna plug the link for it. I'm gonna post these tomorrow. So it's been Winners. I'll be back. We stream for an hour and 22 minutes. That's what I like to see. We have 5 people max. That's what we like to see as well. Y'all stayed in here for like 30 minutes. Y'all niggas did not tell me my mic was muted. I was just talking. I don't know how long that was for. We're gonna check. And then, cause it's my first time on like this how stream. I'm usually on my phone, but I like this a lot better. It's easier to talk to y'all and make beats and sing and stuff. So we'll be back. A lot of good news soon. Hopefully, I've been getting into a lot of different stuff. You know, I've been getting into voice acting. You know, your boy is a voice actor. Y'all are not going to be able to recognize me when this EP drop. I'm gonna look totally different, like sexier, a lot better than y'all niggas. Me looking a lot sexy, really sexy, super handsome, super cute. I got y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm paving the way for y'all niggas. I'm showing y'all niggas the way, live and in action. I'll see y'all niggas later, bro. I'm out.